So what I'm gonna do before I actually start cutting is I'm gonna separate the hair from the top from the bottom. I'm gonna part the hair at the parietal ridge area. If you guys don't know what the parietal ridge area is, the area between the top and the bottom, or the top and the sides, I should say. Right now, I'm just gonna part it, put in my duck clips, and pin the hair up at the top, brush the hair down. Make sure everything is neat as well. Don't just start, cutting hair on a sloppy canvas. You wanna make sure everything's neat. That way, your haircut could come out neat. Now it's time to debulk the sides, all right? So I'm gonna clipper over comb using my wall cordless seniors with the lever closed, and I'm gonna set it slightly at a 45-degree angle, if not a 90-degree angle, and just take off the rest of the bulk that's on the sides. I do want to keep a little bit of that bulk on the top, so I'm not gonna go, I'm not gonna touch that area too much. That's why I'm setting it at a 90-degree, and yeah, I'm just debulking at this point. So now that everything is taken down, I'm gonna set in my bald line using my Babyless Skeleton FX, and I'm going to go upward instead of setting it directly in. That way I won't set in a harsh guideline. I would recommend beginners to do it this way, or to use your clippers with the lever fully closed. I just like using my liners because it makes a cleaner line. So instead of going in like how I normally do with the lever open, I'm gonna do more debulking with the one guard with the lever open and just take it down a little bit. I'm going up about a full inch, making sure that, when I do set in the guidelines, that it looks nice and clean and visible for you guys to follow along. Now putting on the 2-guard with the lever fully closed, I'm gonna take out more of that bulk on top, but this time I'm just gonna scoop out. I don't really wanna get rid of the top just yet. I kinda want everything to blend first before I really, shape the top of that bulk. So now it's time to build shape using the clipper over comb technique, and I'm just going straight up, making sure that the shape is right. I'm not really taking off a lot of that bulk, just shaping it up so it's not just hair sticking out all over the place. Now with the lever open, going up about a ½ inch, making sure you keep it consistent all the way through. I'm going over the guidelines multiple times to make sure it's at that lever open length. Right now I'm going back with my one guard with the lever open, and I'm setting in a guideline. Now you would think that hey, you already used, the one guard, but I didn't go this high with it. So it's all about getting a visual first on what it's gonna look like, then setting your guidelines and blending down. That's the way I do it. And right now I'm going up about a 1/2 inch, making sure I go over the guidelines multiple times. That way I could keep it consistent and everything can blend in, when you decide to take out those bottom lines. So I still see a little bit of bulk that I want to blend in. So I'm going to go back with the 2 guard with the lever closed and just kind of run that clipper straight up, blending in that 1 into the 2. So now in a flick out motion, I'm using my number 1 guard again with the lever open, and I'm just cleaning up that area between the 1 and the 2. Now closing the lever on that 1 guard, I'm softening up that middle line. That way it could be easier to take out with the next step. Now putting on the 0 guard with the lever closed, in a flick out motion, flick out that middle line. Now with the lever halfway closed, all you're doing is softening up that bottom line. This makes it easier for you to take it out using the next step. The lever closed in a flick out motion, flick out that bottom line. Because you softened it up with the lever halfway, you don't have to try as hard now to take out that bottom line. So you can stop there, or you could do some detail work. I always say that this separates you from just being an average barber to being a great barber. I like to look away from the blend or use my mirrors. The mirror gives you a different perspective on the blend, and it tells you everything you need to know in a different way on, where the bulk areas are. So make sure you utilize those simple steps. I like to use my corners in areas where I see bulk, and you want to make sure you memorize these steps as well. Have a system. Don't just go in it blind. Know what you're doing before you start cutting hair. So right now I'm gonna take off the duck clips, saturate my client's hair with water, and take off about 2 inches. All right, being that the hair on top is gonna be all the same length, it's easy to do shear work on that, because all you gotta do is set one guideline and then take a piece from that, use that piece to basically use that as a traveling guideline to take off other hair lengths. So he wants a lineup in the front, so I'm gonna create these little baby hairs in the front by taking away about like a 1/2 inch worth of hair in the front, and I'm gonna take it down to a 1.5. This is gonna give me some room to create that lineup. Yeah, and this is basically how you create a line. All you gotta do is be neat when parting. Listen, let me tell you why they call me 360. When they sit in my chair, I spin them in a full 360, and they come out looking like,
damn, son, we make it look easy.
YouTube, this is the cut. And if you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Also, HustleDreamProduction, that's my brother. He does all my beats. His YouTube channel will be linked in the description below. Also, if you want to know where you can find any tools that you seen in this video, links will be in the description below. Otherwise, you guys can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. My TikTok is official360Jeezy and my Instagram is 360Jeezy. But it's your boy 360Jeezy, and I'm out of here.